As my second time trying stand-up. I've sat down a lot. But, so yeah. I'm not a big fan of worms. They kind of creep me out. They're a little squirmy. I don't like how they grow when you're holding them in your hand and such. But it wasn't always that way. When I was a kid, I found a worm in my backyard. And I knew right away, me and this worm, we're going to be great friends. And so I ran in the house, and I'm like, Mom, can I keep the worm as a pet? And she's like, yeah. And so I go get a jar, and I name it Henry after my mom's grandpa that I just learned about. And I'm all excited. I got my worm, got a jar, put some grass in there, stuck a stick in there, maybe crawl on it, I was thinking. But so I'm all excited. I got my worm in hand, got Henry, got my jar, and I'm all excited. I run outside, jump off the back stairs, because I was a badass. Not anymore. But jump off the back stairs, Henry goes flying in the air, and he landed on the ground, and I landed on top of him, and I killed Henry. I'll never love a worm again. Never again. It's the last time. But anyways, met a girl one time. She was like, hey, my name's Stephanie. I was like, well, my name's Mike. Don't mean to call you names, Stephanie, but good to meet you. So if you ever want to use a line to break the ice with a girl, don't use that one. Don't try that one. Not a good one. I have a friend named Nick, and he doesn't want to go by Nick anymore. He wants to go by Oldest, Nicholas, because Nick is who he used to be. He's not Nick anymore. He's not proud of the Nick he was, so he's Oldest now. And I was like, good, I hate nicknames. But yeah, he was one of those guys who traveled around, and he kind of bums around, and he's homeless by choice. One of those doesn't really fit into society anywhere, and I kind of dabble. I don't really like society much either, but I definitely smell better because of it. Let's see. Had off a couple Fridays ago because Jesus died. I know. Kind of made me wonder, though. Who else can die so I can get off of work? I don't know. I kind of want to get off of work. That's what I do, but yeah, I know. But anybody ever wanted to be a midget? A couple hands? I found it. I think I'd make a good midget.
Get a lot more camera time.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I'm going to talk about, I should say little people. I'm going to talk about them a little bit. Just a little bit. And I think the first thing I do is obvious. I buy a very large dog, like a St. Bernard or a Labradoodle or something. And then I get a saddle, and well, maybe the saddle first, just so I have the saddle, and I can just go to a dog store, pick one out, and ride that thing out of there. But yeah, and then I guess I just go around bar to bar and drink, and because what else do you have to do when you're a little person? They don't work, do they? Do you have to work if you're?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. That'd be mean if you did. I'm just a little guy. But anyways, I don't have anything against midgets. I like them. They're good people. I used to work with one, and it was weird because he was a wrestler. Careful, I want your step. He was a wrestler, and so he walked around like he was the toughest guy in the place. He was kind of an asshole, but nice guy. But So yeah, I guess what I'm getting at, I think every town deserves and needs a drunk midget riding around on a dog with a saddle.
Yes, they do.
So, cheers. So here's to the midgets. May they live a long and lengthy life, no pun intended. Or pun intended, one of the two. I don't know, whichever you want. Okay, that's all I got. Thanks, guys.